There is a place deep inside the backrooms that very few people know exist. It's a horrific mishmash of memories, liminality, and empty textures. A conglomeration that no one should ever exist or visit if they like to live. And truly, it brings an entirely new form of danger into the backrooms, if that's somehow possible. This area is only accessed by glitching out of the backrooms itself, and it's called the DOWNROOMS. And today in this video, I'm going to be explaining the DOWNROOMS, and I'm going to be opening up the entire can of worms that exists about it. So if that sounds even the tiniest bit cool, leave a like and stick around for the explanation. You're going to want to. Without more talking, let's hop into this explanation of the DOWNROOMS and let's see what we can get into, shall we? So the DOWNROOMS is also known as Level Redacted, and this has been a very confusing piece of the Backrooms lore for literally years, almost 4 years total. I covered Level Redacted way back 3 years ago on the channel, but I actually despise how that video is. It's horrible, the quality's awful, and I didn't even cover like half the lore. It's only 3 minutes long. So in this video, I'm going to be doing it again in a much better quality video, and I'll actually be including all of the lore this time of the DOWNROOMS. The DOWNROOMS are considered to be a sort of alternate universe of the Backrooms, of Level 0 as well. It's a place far more dangerous than 0 is, and it's full of many more oddities. As a whole, it is presumed to be an infinitely generating maze of yellow hallways, rooms, and ceilings that are full of corrupted and unstable surfaces and rooms. That's the main area of the DOWNROOMS. Then, eventually the DOWNROOMS will scatter into an infinite number of sublayers that regenerate and create themselves automatically. You know how the Backrooms is accessed from reality, like our Earth, by glitching out of our reality and into it? Well, the DOWNROOMS are pretty much the backrooms of the backrooms. Like, you have to glitch out of the backrooms reality to get here to the DOWNROOMS. I know that sounds crazy, but keep with me now. This level feels fundamentally wrong. It feels like you should not be able to explore it, much less be inside of it and be walking around. You thought the backrooms was as far as you could glitch out of reality until you got here. But beyond those yellow walls, like I mentioned, there are a multitude of sublayers that give the DOWNROOMS its infamy. There are literally an infinite number of these sublayers that can be generated, but I'll be explaining the common ones here. They all take the appearance and overall vibe of nostalgic, empty, liminal memories. And you'll find that most of these might seem familiar to you from when you were a child or from your younger years. It seems like the sublayers here are formed as a result of mangled and broken and fractured backrooms levels that kind of bent together and mashed up together and ended up here in the DOWNROOMS and turn themselves into one explorable hell. There are no structural rules or regulation, and logic does not exist in the DOWNROOMS. The whole thing feels like a fever dream to even be inside of. While on any number of these subspaces, you could find yourself lost, but then you just walk around the corner and you'll be found in a remembered place that you've been before. None of it has any reasoning, none of it makes sense, but that's what is good about the DOWNROOMS. So now that you know a little bit about what they are, let's go ahead and dive into some of those subspaces and let's just see how crazy it gets. As I mentioned, the main part, the beginning of the DOWNROOMS, is these infinite expanding hallways that are yellowish and beige colored with no wallpaper on them. These walls are notably barren of any designs, and they kind of just seem to be empty. They're made out of a drywall type material as well, and there's strange curved windowsills on the inside of these walls too. As I said earlier a bunch of times, this does resemble Level 0, just kind of a lesser realized version. Strange warping sound and music notes can be heard while you're walking around in this area. And if you somehow get here, you will truly know that you will never escape. The feeling you get when you glitch into Level 0 of the Backrooms from reality, that kind of freaked out feeling, that horrifying anxiety, panic attack feeling, you get that here as well, but like times 50 of what you would get in the Backrooms Level 0. Because like I said, this is as if you glitched out of the Backrooms reality and went even further down into them to get here to the DOWNROOMS. The new page of this level sublevel on the wiki, it does not have any of the sublevel lore listed, but since I'm an old head, I remember what the sublevels used to be, and I remember what they used to show. So with the help of the Wayback Machine, my decaying brain, and good old Reddit, these are the 24 sublevels that have so far been logged in the Downrooms, and now I want to go over them. I'm not going to be talking about every single one of them, but I will talk about well over half of them. Sublevels 1 through 3 all look similar to those plain beige hallways that I've been talking about. Each of these different sublevels has varying difficulties and survivabilities, but they're generally considered to be some of the safest ones to explore. The hallways are barren and cold and lifeless. There's no entities here, there's nothing except you and the mangled remains of liminality. You'll find that most of these different sublayers cannot be purposefully explored because you kind of have to accidentally get to them. It's just a game of chance. Sub-Area 5 is located in a small, confined backyard playground area with a fence around it and a house in front of it. The playground looks like one you've been to as a child, very old looking, late 90s, early 2000s vibes, and it can be fully explored. However, you cannot jump over the fence in the backyard to explore what is beyond. Some kind of barrier keeps you in. If you go inside the house in this sublevel, you might notice that it looks familiar as well, maybe like a childhood home. From here on out, I'm going to stop saying sublayer, I'm just going to say the number of them because it would be very annoying to hear it over and over again. 6 is an empty Target store from real life, and this area is known specifically for the dread and the anxiousness that it fills people with. Visions of some sort of entity have also been documented in 6, although we don't know what these entities are. They're probably not real, or if they are real, they probably want to eat you. But this Target store has no items on the shelves, it's just completely empty and barren. 7 is a small room with pinkish textured wallpaper. It seems to be some kind of attic space, perhaps. This level is actually safe, with no dangers. So if you find a pink area like this, you can kind of relax for a little bit and chill, and not having to worry about getting consumed by deconstructing liminal spaces. 11 is some sort of glitching pool rooms type area with strange staircases and slides and wormholes and gravitational pools. This sublevel is very unstable, and just you standing here gives you the chance of being ripped into pieces by the deconstructing level. Like I said, a lot of these levels are very glitchy, very unstable, because you're in the down rooms. What else can you expect? 15 is a beautiful, serene, and peaceful place, or so the website says. It then says, we all love it here. It's happy here. We all love it here so much. I'm not gonna trust that. So it's probably not safe. 17 is a faint memory of your own house on Christmas morning. There's an empty building that represents where you used to live, and there's lights and decorations and presents, and everything feels so nostalgic and real here. You'll get those really fuzzy, warm feelings that you used to get as a child around this time of year. And this place is also kind of safe, although it's again not recommended to stay in any of these for longer than you can. Sublevel 23 is completely redacted. There's no words, it's just blacked out. Cool. Appreciate that. And finally, 24 is a pitch black forest with 2 log cabins inside. If you enter any of these cabins, it is said that you will never leave. So don't do that unless you want to get trapped in sublevel 24 of the Downrooms. As I said earlier, there are many more sublevels than those 24, since there is an infinite amount. But each of them usually appears to be specifically nostalgic and memorable in a weird way. It's almost like they're fragmented memories from your own mind that the Downrooms has conjured up for you to explore through. These hallways, these playgrounds, these slides, these stores, these houses, they all feel in between perfection and death. And in the Downrooms, you can explore them all, at your own risk, of course. Oftentimes in these rooms, cartoon figures from childhood, like SpongeBob or other icons or whatever, will appear and come alive and seem to be talking to you. Strange objects will become anthropomorphized and real, and you'll really just feel like you're tripping on something. You'll feel like you shouldn't be experiencing what you're experiencing, but you are. It feels like a dream, but you're there walking through it. There are no known confirmed entities that live in the Downrooms. Like I said, some people have reported seeing things like strange shadowy things and sub-humanoids walking around. Others have claimed to see lesser versions of humans kind of mangled and rearranged with big heads and arms and legs and strange proportions. Some people think that what people are seeing are humans that turn into these things after staying in the down rooms for too long. Like, it mangles their physical geometry into being what these entities look like. Melted, horrible versions of what humans used to be. Who knows though? There's also a specific explorer that is known for charting some of these different sublayers, and if you're an OG and you saw my old video many years ago, you will remember him. Julio H. Charles. This guy seemingly has the ability to walk through these various subspaces without being torn apart or mangled like other people. And he can travel straight to the down rooms from the back rooms with ease. No one knows how he does it, no one really knows him as a person, but I assume that he's just a chill guy. If you want to enter the down rooms for some reason and explore your past liminality trauma, then you have to no-clip through the void level, which in and of itself is almost impossible. So if you do that, congrats. But like I said, essentially that means you have to no-clip out of the backrooms reality if that's even possible. And to exit, you can't. Coming here essentially is your death sentence. You're signing yourself into your own grave, but hey, at least you get to explore some pretty cool sub-levels before it happens. And maybe you get to get mangled by an entity or deconstructed from a glitch standpoint by the levels. Who knows? The down rooms is easily one of the worst nightmares of any person in the backrooms. The idea that these mangled, distorted, corrupted versions of backrooms levels exists is terrifying. It somehow takes what the backrooms is and what makes it scary and makes it even worse and more terrifying. It sounds horrible to me. I do love the aesthetic of the down rooms, the liminal kind of dreamscape energy tied in with the nostalgia of the spaces, but it's perfectly not perfect. And I hope you enjoyed it too. That's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching my explanation of the down rooms. Hopefully you did enjoy it. I absolutely love this level. I think it's one of the best, if not the best, in the canon, and I really hope you guys enjoyed kind of this nostalgia trip from the old days. If you did, leave a like. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for all you do. Make sure you turn the notifications on for the channel. Go check out the links in the description as well to my other channels and social media stuff and all that good John stuff. I don't know. Hopefully you enjoyed, though. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!